One of the first things we can do with JKL key in DaVinci Resolve is to scrub the source footage. To do that, we just need to make sure that live media preview is turned on in the source viewer. And once that is turned on, now we can just go ahead and hover our mouse over any source clip to get started on the preview. Now, the first thing we're going to do is to go ahead and hit the L key. What you will notice is that this will allow the clip to play forward at 100% speed, which is the real-time speed. Now, if we go ahead and hit the K key, this will pause the preview. And if we hit the J key, this will play backward at the real-time speed. Now, with either J key or L key, we can hit each repeatedly to either fast forward or fast reverse. And depending on how many times you hit either one of these keys, it can go much faster. And there's an indicator in the source viewer that lets you know how much faster you're going. Now, another thing we can do is to hold down K key and then hit either J key or L key. And this will allow us to do is to preview the clip one frame at a time. So this will really slow down the playback, but it can let you become very precise about your edit. The second thing we can do with JKL key is to scrub the timeline. And to do that, we're going to first of all switch to the single view mode, and then we're going to go ahead and hit the L key. And what you will notice is that this will initiate playing forward at 100% speed. And as we hit the L key more and more times, this will allow us to play forward at a much faster speed. And very much like before, we also have an indicator up top in the preview window that tells us how much faster the playback is. Now, if we go ahead and hit the K key, this will pause the playback. And if we hit the J key, this will initiate playing backward at 100%. And if we keep hitting the J key, this will just keep increasing the speed of the playback. And once again, just like before, we have an indicator as well that tells us how much faster the speed of playback is. Lastly, when we hold down K key and hit either J key or L key, this initiates a playback frame by frame. So this is going to really slow down the playback, but it does allow us to become very precise, very accurate about which frame we want to make the cut. Lastly, JKL key can be used for dynamic trimming. So while we're in the dynamic edit mode, if we go ahead and select, let's say, 2 edit points in between video clips, this will activate row edits. And if we hit either the J key or the L key, it will move the clips left and right. And at any point, if we hit the K key, it will stop the editing. Now, if we switch to the trim edit mode, now we can perform something like a ripple edit. So if we go ahead and select the edit point and hit either the J key or the L key, this will allow us to ripple edit a video clip. And once again, at any point, if we hit the K key, it will stop the operation. Now, while we're in the trim edit mode, we can also perform slip and slide depending on the mode of operation. So right now we're in the slip mode. So JKL key will do slipping. Now, if we go ahead and let's say switch to the slide mode, then the JKL key will perform sliding. So as you can see, JKL key has a number of different applications, and knowing them can really help us become a better and a faster editor. So hope this helps, guys, and I will see you next time.